Our group, Group N, from Section 9619, focused this semester on cars on campus. Our group consists of Rishi Jasti, our HR representative, Patrick McGregor, our research and development representative, Austin Offenberger, and then myself, Grace Wilcox, the CFO. We chose to focus on transportation this semester because it's such a universal issue on campus. Everybody goes to class, everybody has to go get food and run errands, and most people go home for and return to campus from breaks. But unfortunately, there are a lot of problems associated with transportation. A big one is safety, whether it's trying to get around safely at night or be a safe pedestrian on the streets. Another big issue is weather. Obviously, we deal with a lot of inclement weather here in Central Ohio. And then being on time. Ohio State's a really big campus, and it can be hard to make it across campus for class. All of these things can cause a lot of stress for students, and our group wants to step in and provide reliable and efficient transportation to help. This will affect all students, whether they're undergraduate, graduate students living on or off campus. Everybody has to get around. And eventually we could expand it to include faculty and even implement it on other campuses in the state or nation. So what is our idea? It's a self-driven electric car. It'll be operational on and around campus to get students where they want to go. Students will use a mobile app to order the car and input their destination. We modeled it at a smaller level using Arduino technology and tracks. The tracks represent streets on campus, and then we use a sensor to simulate the car being called by the app. To make sure that this model system actually was a realistic representation of the full system, and to ensure that, of course, the user needs are being met, we made a list of requirements that correspond to these user needs and gave us a way to quantifiably verify that our prototype is doing what it needs to do. We looked at things like velocity and acceleration, which are extremely pertinent to things like safety, as well as power usage, transport time, and distance to look at the cost effectiveness and efficiency of our prototype. But you might be thinking, isn't there already a lot of transportation on campus? And you'd be correct. When we looked at the market, however, we found that there is a gap, and the current alternatives are lacking in comfort, safety, and efficiency. We also found that Uber and Lyft are meeting the most needs. And in talking to users through interviews and whatnot, we found that cabs and walking are the most used and available transportation options. This kind of set the bar of where our top competition is and what we need to beat and what gaps we need to fill in the market. And we think we did it. When we compared our solution face-to-face with Uber and Lyft, our solution did better at meeting user needs. We were able to verify this through research and development. And even though this semester, given the circumstances, we weren't able to test our prototype as much as we would have liked, from the feedback we did receive, we feel confident that our prototype really is meeting user needs. And in the future, we'd like the chance to do a little bit more rigorous testing just to back this up. This project will bring value to our campus. First and foremost, we're hoping to get some monetary value from users, but we're trying to keep costs low because that's an important user need. And most of our users are college kids. They aren't really made of money. Another way that we'd hope to bring in some revenue is through advertising, whether that be on the mobile app or posters on the car itself. And then, of course, we're looking for your support and university support to help subsidize the program. Of course, I think more importantly than the monetary value is the social value that comes with our product. It's going to make students' lives better. It'll help reduce transport time, lower stress, and improve campus safety, all things which will make Ohio State a better place for students. But to bring that value, we do need support. There's a lot left to be done to really bring this project to its full potential. First of all, we need to actually make the app. We are only able to simulate that through the little sensor with our prototype. And of course, we need to bring the prototype to the full system level, which means designing and manufacturing an actual full-size electric car. And of course, once all that's done, we need to have branding and advertising to make sure that students know about this new option for transportation. And of course, there are a lot of costs that come with these next steps. That's why we're asking for some monetary support to help with, for example, the manufacturing of the vehicle. And we also need support in finding other manpower to help us out. Our team, as it is right now, is not capable of developing a whole app or building a whole car. So please help us out so that you can be a part of this positive change in your community at Ohio State. Thank you so much.